Hi, and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday here on my series of educational videos throughout the coronavirus outbreak. Today I thought I'd share some wisdom from one of my favorite books, a book that I recommend to a lot of people, and it's Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Frankl was a therapist and a Holocaust survivor, and he actually came up with a form of therapy while he was in the prison camps, the concentration camps. And this book is amazing. Chronicles his experience in the concentration camps. And one of the biggest themes I got out of the book was that no matter where you are, no matter what's going on around you, you are the thoughts that you keep in your head. So he was surrounded by hell. He was surrounded by people getting murdered, people just being treated horrifically in these concentration camps. But the thoughts he kept in his head were of his family, of his wife, of getting out of there. And the guys he met in the prison, they kept joking with each other. They put on shows. They kept as much normalcy as they could while they were surrounded by hell. And he noticed that people that were in despair, people that were saying, this sucks, why us, there's no hope, we're going to die, he noticed that, guess what, those people died. And people like himself and the guys he met, people that still managed to make jokes, people that still managed to stay as positive as possible, were the ones that survived. So some of the themes in this book are that love is the highest goal possible. And, we've seen that theme, it's in many, many songs, many movies kind of show that, love is what it's all about, right? And I think we're kind of seeing that as we go through this coronavirus outbreak, that, the only thing that really matters in life is the people that you have in your life. And if your life has meaning, and that's the title of this book, Man's Search for Meaning. Basically, if your life has meaning, you'll be happy, right? And happiness and what's the theme? Oh, success. Happiness and success aren't something that you should strive for. If you find meaning, happiness and success will find you. So you shouldn't say, oh, if this happens, I'll be happy, or if that happens, I'll be happy. Just find meaning for your life, and happiness will find you, basically. Some of the other themes, one of the other themes is that all suffering has meaning, right? Even the bad stuff in life, you can find meaning to. And I personally, for me, my experiences with Crohn's disease and brain cancer, I had a long time, it took me a long time to find meaning in those, especially the year or two after I completed my treatment for brain cancer. I was mad about it. I had a very negative attitude and was like, why me? And then it was later on in life that I found meaning for what I went through, and I was able to educate people on the importance of early cancer detection. So in a way, that my suffering has meaning. One of the other themes of Man's Search for Meaning is that while you're striving for goals, tension is a positive thing. You need tension and you need to struggle to reach those goals. Those might seem like pains when you're striving for a goal, but again, it makes the goal that much better. I know it's funny to talk about sports now, but like when the Red Sox won the World Series in 2004, that gave 1986 meaning to me. Like, it wouldn't have felt as sweet as it did if it wasn't for all that, suffering as a fan. And the one of the last themes of this book is that you choose your attitude no matter what is going on, right? And that's such an important thing, to choose your own attitude. If something bad's going on, you can choose to have a bad attitude about it, or you can choose to remain positive. And guess what? If you remain positive, it's going to be way easier to deal with whatever obstacle it is you're dealing with. So I'm going to read some of my favorite quotes from this book. The truth that love is the ultimate and highest goal. I mentioned that before. And love goes far beyond the physical person. Love is love isn't just it's not just about you. Love is about everyone and everywhere, I guess. Man's search for meaning is the primary motivation in his life and not a secondary rationalization of instinctual drives. This meaning is unique and specific in that it must be fulfilled by him alone. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. And I think that's probably the most important quote and theme from this book, that no matter what's going on, no one can take what your attitude is in that circumstance away. It's up to you. In some ways, suffering ceases to be suffering the moment it finds meaning. And I talked about that with my experience with brain cancer. And one last quote. I love this one too. One may only demand heroism of one person, and that person is oneself. And you hear that a lot. Oh, why isn't this athlete doing that? Why isn't this person doing this? They should be doing this. Well, why don't you do something? It's really up to each one of us to do something. So if this interests you, I highly recommend this book. If it interests you, there's a way to read it for free online. And you can Google "Man Search for Meaning" PDF. It'll take you to this website. That should be the first Google result. I'll also post that link below in the YouTube comments. So I hope this piqued your interest in "Man's Search for Meaning," and I hope it can help you get through these hard times. Talk to you soon.